Hi students, let's have a look at this equation. It's a cubic equation. 18x cubed plus 40x square plus 22x is equal to 0. And we have to find the value for x. So how do we go about doing this? Now, one thing I notice immediately is that all the terms contain the variable x. Okay, all the terms contain the variable x. So I can pull out 1x out of this. Okay, so let me rewrite the equation. 18x cubed plus 40x square plus 22x is equal to 0. Now, since x is found in each of the terms, I can pull out an x. So I will get 18x square plus 40x plus 22 is equal to 0. So I have pulled out x, which is the highest common factor amongst the variables, and I get x into 18x square plus 40x plus 22. Now, here, right off the bat, I can see a quadratic equation here. I got a quadratic equation, and since I already know how to solve a quadratic equation, I'm in a very good position. Now, before we proceed further, let us see if I can pull out any other common factor out of the terms. Now, I see that all the coefficients of uh, uh, the terms, that is the coefficients in each of the terms, are multiples of 2. Okay, so I can pull out a 2 here. So already I had pulled out an x, now I'll pull out a 2. So this will become 9x square plus 20x plus 11. So I have pulled out 2, which was the highest common factor among the coefficients, and I get this new quadratic equation, which is just the previous equation divided by 2. It's just half of it. Okay, now what do I do? Now, I know from the zero product property that if A into B is equal to 0, then either A is equal to 0 or B is equal to 0, or even both are equal to 0. A and B can also be equal to 0. So this means that 2x is equal to 0, which means that x is equal to 0. So one of the solutions of this equation is x is equal to 0. One of the solutions of x is 0. Now, if you're clever enough, you could have noticed right here that since x is there in each of the terms, if you make x 0, then the left-hand side, all the terms in the left-hand side will become 0. So you will get 0 plus 0 plus 0, which is equal to 0. So simply by observing, I could have deduced x is equal to 0, but no problem, I still have got it. Now, let's move on to the next part, that is the quadratic equation. So let's assume this is A. So A is equal to 0, I have done. Now let's do B is equal to 0. This is B. Okay. So it's 9x square plus 20x plus 11. Okay. So, okay, let me do it here. It's the same equation. 9x square plus 20x plus 11, sorry. Plus 11 is equal to 0. And x square plus 20x plus 11 is equal to 0. That's the value of b. Now let's solve this. Now you know what needs to be done. Let's find two numbers L and M so that the product of the numbers should be equal to the product of the quadratic coefficient and the constant term, that is 9 into 11, which is 99. And L plus M should be equal to the coefficient of the linear term, which is 20. Now, right here, we can list out the factors of 99. Okay, we can have 1 into 99, then we will have 3 into 33. This comes close, this will give us 33 plus 3 is 36, but the coefficient is 20. So then as we go down, we will get 11 into 9, or rather 9 into 11 will come first. That is 99, but 11 plus 9 is going to be equal to 20. Okay. So I can now rewrite the central term like this: plus 9x plus 11x plus 11 is equal to 0. So just a second. Okay. Now I can group these and pull out the common factors. I can pull out 9x from here. So that is x plus 1. So here also I'll have x plus 1. So I'll have plus 11. So 9x squared plus 9x plus 11x plus 11 is equal to 0. So that means 9x plus 1 into x plus 1 equal to 0. So just give me a second, my digital pen. So now I'm going to have x plus 1 is equal to 0. So x is equal to minus 1. That's one of the results. And then the other result is going to be 9x plus 1 is equal to 0. So 9x is equal to minus 1. X is equal to minus 1 by 9. Okay, I'm sorry. This should be 11, right? I'm so sorry. This is 11. That's why you'll have to write very clearly, legibly, or you'll make mistakes. So it's going to be minus 11 by 9. I hope this is clear. So we have one more solution. X is equal to minus 11 by 9. Now here, it's worthwhile to note that in this equation itself, if you had plugged in minus 1, you would have got minus 18 plus 40 minus 22. Now 22 plus 18 is going to be minus 40 plus 40 equal to 0. So when you see an equation, it actually, it pays to test the following numbers very quickly. Okay. If there are any negative terms, you can try 1. If all terms are positive, you can try minus 1. And of course, you can try 0 and you will get the answers correctly. So if you had done this, then x is equal to minus 1, you could have deduced even without doing all these calculations. And of course, 9x plus 11, this one, to get the answer, that is x is equal to minus 11 by 9, you had to go through the whole calculation. Okay. So I hope this is clear to you. If you have any questions to ask, you can do so in the comment section, or if you have any particular problems you want me to solve, you can ask me in the comment section. Thank you. Thank you very much for your time. Goodbye for now.